ML Sports Take here, brought to you by Jam and Beats and Welch and Company Jewelers. The New York Yankees blockbuster trade went down late last night. Officially, the Yankees acquire superstar outfielder Juan Soto in this blockbuster. They do also get fellow outfielder Trent Grisham. 5 players heading over in the opposite direction of the Padres. Michael King, Drew Thorpe, Johnny Brito, Randy Vasquez, and Kyle Higashioka, a catcher, really good guy, but again, doesn't really hit. Awesome fielder. But again, the Yankees, to me, look like right now they want to get back to being a juggernaut offensively. That the offense has been the problem, period, end of discussion. I've said it for years. How this works is it's layered for the Yankees. When they break down, it breaks down in layers. They've had the pitching for the majority of the time. You go in thinking they don't, and then in the playoffs, they gut it through. They give you enough. They had the Cy Young winner, for God's sakes, last year, and Garrett Cole, and wasted it with a non-playoff year. And then they just have good enough starts to win, but they leave a million guys on base in the postseason. And the back end of the pitching is a problem. And once that starts breaking down, then the bullpen breaks down. The bullpen always starts great, but then there's a few spots in the pitching rotation where they break down, then the bullpen breaks down because they have to pitch too many times, and then it all falls apart while you're not scoring runs. It's a recipe for disaster. They get Juan Soto in this trade, 3-time All-Star, 35 home runs, 109 runs batted in with a 275 batting average last year for San Diego. He walks all the time. He's an OBP guy. He's going to have the short porch in New York. And by the way, I love the Michael Wilbons and all these clueless people about, oh, well, all it is a pitching wedge out there. Go look at the old Yankee Stadium. It was 295 feet down the line. Do some research. So, you know, what I like also about this is Grisham you get in, plus you have Soto, plus you have Judge, plus you have once in a while Stanton who can play the outfield. I think he's pretty much cooked. I don't know what his future looks like in New York as well. Maybe there's a move to get him out of there. But you have Grisham coming over with Soto, and you have, you know, you kept Verdugo in that trade with the Red Sox. Now, the Red Sox were fed up with the guy. The Yankees maybe see something here. I don't know what's going to happen with him. But what I do know right now is the Yankees got a player they should have gotten 2 years ago. They should have traded for Juan Soto, thrown the house at Washington, gotten Soto and given him 10 years instead of giving Aaron Judge 10 years. As it is, not too little too late maybe, because Juan Soto's still really, really young, but you did eventually get him. Now what do? Do you sign him long-term, or are you going to go after Yasumoto over in Japan? And, you know, I'm willing to see what happens here. And don't worry about Soto and the whole pressure in New York, this and that. This guy is heading into his 7th year in the big leagues. He was a part of a World Series team. Is it a little bit different in New York? Of course it is. But he has played on the biggest stage in October baseball. Overall, you have to like it. But as a Yankee fan, you want to keep him as well. Let's see what the Yankees are able to do with Juan Soto moving forward. But they did get one thing that they desperately need, and it's offense. On top of Aaron Judge, on top of all the other players they have on an aging roster, you get a younger, all-world player, more offense. You have to like all of that. The only guy you really give up that you're concerned about is Michael King here. We don't know what Drew Thorpe's going to be. We don't know what Johnny Brito is going to be. Randy Vasquez, no problem. Higashioka, no problem. Michael King's the big prize in this deal. He was the one that San Diego wanted. Again, Thorpe, Brito so far. I mean, we haven't seen anything out of Brito. Yankees tend to ruin their starting pitchers anyways, so what's it matter if you're going to get Juan Soto back? The key is, can you sign Juan Soto and keep him in pinstripes? I like the depth, the versatility, the star power, the offense between Judge and Verdugo and Grisham and, you know, all these guys, right? Soto, Grisham, Verdugo, and Aaron Judge. You've got all those guys in there. You can play Judge in center, maybe 120, 30 games. You go, you know, mix and match, play him in right, play DH Soto on a day off for Stanton. You can do a lot of different things with multiple outfielders in this situation. ML Sports Take, brought to you by Welch and Company Jewelers, Rosie's Corner, and Jam and Beats.